Hi, and welcome to today's Technically Speaking Tuesday. Of course, this is Tuesday where we update our markets and our analysis from this past weekend. And over the last couple of days, and really into last week, and of course yesterday, it's been a rough bit of sledding for the markets. And of course, the concern here is after this big decline. Initially, people kind of want to panic sell into these declines. And what we've been saying is, look, the market's very oversold here. We're going to get a bounce. And the important thing here is that we continue to hold some support. Now, if you're watching our live stream here currently, you'll see that this 200-day moving average has been a good level of support for the markets, really going all the way back to last year. But we did come down. We did violate that 200-day moving average. That was an initial warning sign. Today, though, we said that we would get a rally. Today, we are getting that rally. Nice rally today. Stocks are recovering. So what are we going to do now? Look, there's been a lot of technical damage done to this. Read the report, Technically Speaking Tuesday, which is attached to this email you're getting, because it talks about the realities of what is going to happen and the potential pathways of where this market could go to by the end of this year. Every single circumstance that I can path out currently suggests that we will not reach all new highs by the end of this year. And in fact, we may be in a bigger, broader topping process as we speak right now, which as we move into 2019 could weigh on markets and weigh on opportunities. We're going to be using any rallies that we get. And again, we're going to get multiple rallies potentially from here. We'll use those rallies to lighten up on positions. Things that haven't been working in portfolios, we will take those out. Things that have been working, we will keep those, but we'll trim back some of those positions, rebalance some risk, raise some cash, and again, looking for other opportunities that may be maturing as we go along here. Gold has recently shown a little bit of sign of life. Maybe it's time to add some gold. We don't know yet. We'll be watching that closely. But as we look at this market, not just simply here on a daily process, which again, this is important, but again, once we start looking at longer term time frames and moving to weekly markets, again, we see the same type of thing here. This long-term bullish uptrend remains intact currently. Look, the bullish trend still intact, nothing to worry about here. The market is very oversold. And again, as long as we get a bounce, markets are continuing to perform the way they're supposed to perform. We don't want to become overly negative just because we've had a correction. But importantly, we need to make sure that the market trend remains positive. What we're looking for here is a change of trend that will dictate bigger reductions in equity exposure as we go forward. And again, we can see that back here. If we move, this is moving back to a monthly chart. Same thing here, bullish trend currently intact. But remember, back in 2008, this is where we saw this decline in the markets. We saw the break of trend. That was your signal to get heavily negative in the markets, shorting markets, raising a lot of cash. We are simply not there yet. So we don't want to give up a lot of opportunity here. If this market does begin to recover, keep going higher. We're in the middle of earnings season now. So we've got some support to the markets in the short term. How this market plays out over the next really few weeks and next couple of months will be very important as we move into 2019. So we want to use opportunities to raise cash as needed, but also to opportunistically add exposure where it's needed to continue to participate in markets going forward. If you have any questions, get by the website, realinvestmentadvice.com. Send me an email. Happy to help you, or simply call myself or Danny, Richard, any of the advisors here at Clarity Financial. We're happy to sit down with you, revisit your portfolio. But importantly here, we are watching the risk. We are aware of what's going on, but we just don't want to panic and make a mistake by going to cash too soon. So again, go by the website and make sure and read today's post, because it pretty much covers a lot of the outcomes that we think can happen in the markets. So if you'll read that, I think you'll have a better handle on what we're looking at and what we're expecting to do. And again, be sure and tune in every Tuesday for your Technical Tuesday update right here at Clarity Financial, realinvestmentadvice.com. I'm your host, Lance Roberts.